So this is how forms works. Start out like this, a checkbox. You simply can check it, so they can select or whatever, and this is just a text box, and the value of this is they can only write in this place. And there will be times that'll be, but this is the coolest one, is a drop down that they can select an answer to something. Okay, and it's just a little cleaner, allows you to use mobile devices in your classroom. Does it not as fluent as Microsoft Word, no, I mean not as soft as Google Docs, but has a lot more capabilities, as you'll see. So there might be times you want to use this, and it goes great with Dropbox. Okay, and so let's see how you can do this. First of all, to make these three things work, the thing has to be locked. Okay, so now to show you, I have to unlock it first. In this restricting the editing, remember in the developer tab, it was this thing, and I right mouse it and I put it up there so I have access to it all the time. So when I click on it now, it says to stop, and then it asks me a password because I password. You don't have to password it, but I do, so that only I can open it and stuff. And now here's how I do that. For example, the checkbox. Again, we're under the developer tab, and it's this thing right here. Not all of this, just this one. And you click on this, and you right mouse it, and you add it to this whole gallery up here. You customize it, and so you work from up here. And it's this row right here. So the first thing is a checkbox. I just put it there, and again, it does not work until I lock it. And then the text box is under here, and it's not these down here, it's this one. Okay, or this one right here, text box. And you hold your mouse over, it tells you. And again, that doesn't work until it's locked. And then this one here, the drop down, which is probably the coolest, looks like this, and it's a drop down. Right. Now, like this one, if you click on one that's already there, you can edit it and a few things with it. Now, how do I do this one? You just click on it before you lock it and put your answers in here. So I start out with, and one thing that I learned, space over a little so you have some room. Okay, and that jumps in there, and then put whatever response. Could be a ton of things. Again, I'm going to space this over so that it makes sure there's room. And okay, and now I do this, and it does not work until I lock it. So I lock it like this, and I say yes. And I have these here to fill in the forms is what I can allow here, and now I tell it to lock, and now they work, and I can choose one. All right, and only there, or I can select something as you saw in the last one. So of these here, you can take this out, and this is just the thing that shades them, so the places where you want information clearly easily be found. So I would leave that on, but you have that option. And this here is allows you to reset the fields, but you have to unlock it to do it. Right? It's like this. All right. So there you have it. Now, what's the assignment for this? The assignment for this one is to create a worksheet for a fourth grader, fourth grade math, and I have this over here, and I have this here, the fourth grade math. Looks like this, and there's a ton of stuff here, supposedly at the fourth grade level. And so you can work with some information out of this on these different lessons, how to make different. You can clip clocks, whatever, just like you saw before. You can insert images. You can come back to this word and do whatever to fix this up in usable things that you can do. Now, when you're done, and here to submit it, I want to make sure that it's locked. Make sure you lock it before you submit it. lock it. So I can just click on them, see if they work, see what you have, to evaluate that way. Otherwise, I got to make sure it locks and stuff. So, and the same should work for the Macs. If you're working from a Mac, you would lock it, and then you will save it in that Dropbox folder that you created and shared with me. So all I got to do is go in your Dropbox and find it and check it in there, and don't have to chase it down any farther. There'll be a couple other things, but you're creating this one lesson, 4th grade math, from that sheet with check boxes, text boxes, and drop boxes.